Welcome back to Lesson 2 on quotient of powers. Here we will apply our order of operations along with our exponent laws to help us simplify expressions. So example 1, we have to write as a single power. So remembering our order of operations, or BEDMAS, we will start with the brackets in A. So we have 3 to the power of 10 divided by 3 to the 7. Now since we have the quotient of two powers, we can use the rule which states that we can subtract the exponents. 10 take away 7 is 3. So we have 3 to the power of 3. Now since we have the product of two powers, we can now add those exponents together. 2 plus 3 is 5. Now for B, we have a multiplication and a division, and BEDMAS states that we do those in the order that they appear from left to right. So we'll start with the multiplication. 5 to the 3 times 5 to the 7 is 5 to the 10, since we add the exponents together. Now 5 to the 10 divided by 5 to the 8 is going to give us 5 to the 2, since we subtract. Now in example 2, we have to evaluate. Now between a multiplication and a subtraction, we'll start with the multiplication. 4 plus 8 is 12. So we have 2 to the 12 minus 2 to the 11. Now it's important to note here that we cannot combine these into a single power, as there is no rule for the subtraction of two powers. We have a rule for the multiplication of two powers and for the division of two powers, but not subtraction. So I'm just going to make a note over here that 2 to the 12 minus 2 to the 11 cannot be combined into a single power, as some people may want to do, and write it as 2 to the power of 1. What we in fact need to do is work out each power individually. So I'll write that down. Work out each power individually. So now 2 to the power of 12 is 4096. 2 to the power of 11 is 2048. When I subtract those, I get 2048. Now for B, I'll start with the multiplication of 5 cubed and 5 cubed. It gives me 5 to the 6. Now I'll do the other multiplication, 5 squared times 5, remembering that the 5 has an exponent of 1 there. So now I need to add 2 plus 1 together to give me 5 cubed. Now just like in A here, we cannot combine these two powers into a single power, as there is no rule for the sum of two powers. So I'll make that note again, that 5 to the 6 plus 5 to the 3 is not equal to 5 to the 9, as some people may want to do. I'll make the other note up here that there is no exponent law for the sum or difference of two powers. As I said, we have to work out each power individually. So now 5 to the 6 is 15,625, and 5 cubed is 125. Adding that together, we get 15,750. Now for C, we will start by adding the exponents together in the numerator. 7 plus 14 is 21. Now we will subtract the exponents since we're dividing. 21 take away 16 is 5. Now just like in A and B, we cannot combine these into a single power, since there's no rule for the sum of two powers, we have to just work them out individually. Now, negative 10 to the power of 5 is going to be a negative since the power is odd, and I'm just going to have a 1 followed by 5 zeros. Now, negative 10 to the 4 is going to be a positive 1 followed by 4 zeros. Now, adding that together, we get negative 90,000.